Hey everybody, Fran Cassady with Cassady Online LLC. Say I was working on a project yesterday and I'm going back into it today. Basically, I'm building a list with a Weber, and I thought I would, as I add emails to the list, I thought I would go through that procedure. You may know that well, but I'll still take you through it. And then there's a very interesting point about that platform that you need to know. So if you stick around at the end of the video, I want to show you that. I think you'll like that. Some of the advanced marketers probably know that well, but even they may not know this. I ran into it several years back when I first came into the industry. I ran into it and thought that it was very, very cool before I had a clue about lists and um, autoresponders. So, with that introduction, let's get right into Aweber as I work on the project that I'm working on right now. Here I am in Aweber, and I've got two lists now. The first one I had added before was um, carrot bars. Carrot bars. I'm an affiliate with carrot bars. The one I put in yesterday is Internet Marketing Help list, and you can do that um, if you go to the heading Manage Lists. You can enter a list name that you need. Um, Okay, so what I'm doing is I've put in several emails. In fact, I got carried away here. I put in, oh, I don't even know how many here. I got carried away. I put in 33 emails on that list. And what I've done is I've have kind of a blend of help emails, um, articles that I've written, a couple of videos that I've done that are fairly significant for um, tools, for IM tools. Um, so a pretty good mix of help, um, emails, and also product offering emails. Some very, very good product offering emails. So to create a message, you click here and you go to HTML editor, and they've made that very, very nicely now compared to the old drop and drag email or even the plain text message. So you go into the HTML editor, and that will bring you into the editor, which is the HTML editor, and you can see where it's got the tools on top here. So basically, you grab an email, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into World Profit, of which I'm a member and affiliate. a pro member, I should say, and grab an email, copy that, and then I'm going to go back to a Weber and set that in there. There I have it. And World Profit actually adds from your profile, they add on your um, uh, chief sites, your predominant sites that you have. So here's my blog here, frassides.com, and my business web hosting site, CastNetHosting.com, and then I've got a link also for Carrot Bars, of which I told you I'm an affiliate. So I can go ahead and do a copy and make a link for the Carrot Bars landing page. And then go ahead and make a link for this particular project on this email. Okay, so I'm going to go here and go ahead and make it there. Then I'm going to put in my picture. I have to go get a link for that. Here it is here. Okay, put that back down. And then put my picture in there. I can't see the bottom of that, so I'm going to go ahead and do a control minus and see if I can get that a little smaller, or I can, there we go, now I got it. Okay, so there we are. Then I want to put in a title, and if I click here and do a personalize and a subscriber info, I can do a full name ahead of the subject. I'm going to go back here and pick up the subject and go back into Aweber and just go ahead and set that in. There we have it. Now I can do a preview here, upper right, do a preview. It looks like the links are okay. My picture's in there okay. I got the subject correct. Then I can send a test message, and up here it says your test message is has been sent. And then I can do a save and exit in the lower right. Save and exit in the lower right. Okay, and that brings my new email up here. And I want to set that into my follow-up series. That's called a follow-up series, that list that I am building right now. So I go ahead and add to follow-up series. I'm going to put that a couple days after, and go ahead and add that to the follow-up series. And that should put that on. And if I go down, here it is, number 34 on the list. We're good to go. So you can see I'm building here, and I'm sure you probably know how to do a sign-up form. I mean, I could take you through that quickly. I think most of the marketers know that piece of it. If you'll let me know, we can go through that. For right now, I probably will not go through that. I can do it real quickly. So sign up form, you click that. And then what you want to do is create a sign up form. sign up form. Let's keep everything simple here. And what I do is I go to the simple. Here it is here. Here's the simple. And I normally add my brand logo to that. Um, so if I click add image, um, I can put on an image URL here. And what I'll do is I'll go into my blog and go into my dashboard of my blog and pick up my brand icon image. So if I go into media library on my blog, I can, yeah, there we go. If I put Cassady, it should bring up some images for me. And here we go. I want that one there. So if I go off to the right, I can go ahead and copy the ping image and then go back into Aweber and set that ping image in there. And there it is right there. So now I've got a simple sign-up form. And you've got We Respect Email Privacy, powered by Aweber. The good sign-up form. If you want that code, you can put that into, I don't want to go any further because I've already got one. I don't want to go any further. But if you do a save your form and go to step 2, it will prompt you through how right to the code. And then when you get the code, you copy and paste that into a widget in the position where you want that to go. So if you need more info on that, or if you need for me to do a video tutorial, let me know right away. We can go through every step of that. Right now, I want to get back to messages, follow-up series. And that takes me back into here. I could add another one. In fact, that is what I'm going to be doing here, what I want to do. In fact, let's go ahead and add another one, although it won't be any kind of a, most of these are not project offerings. There are a few that are for advertising, important advertising with World Profit. But for the most part, they are not for any kind of a project offering. They're actually an incentive email that is trying to get signups for World Profit and offering them significant packages to just become, excuse me, just become an affiliate with World Profit. So there's not a ton of marketing within the list, and what I've done is stagger the messages so that every third, maybe fourth message will be a help message. So if I go back into World Profit's site, I can go back into the articles. And if I'm also, I've got my blog. And my blog, I think, has got some very, very attractive and helpful articles. But for now, I'll go into back into World Profit. They've got thousands, over a couple thousand articles. And I'm going to pick one for that list that will help people. And so I'll go down the list here and see if I can find one um, that will be helpful. Web hosting advice. I want to get by that. Um, Still going down further. Affiliate marketing tips, simple and fast. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that one up. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and do a copy and go back to Aweber and add that message into the HTML editor. And this is a good article. I've read this before with World Profit. Okay, so then I'll set that in. And at the end, I'm going to put Fran Cassady Online LLC. There we go. And then I can grab a URL for a pic. And I can set that into the copy here. There we are. There we have it. So now if I do a I want a title. Don't want to get ahead of myself here. Go ahead and grab my title. First of all, I'll personalize that with a full name and then set in the title. There we have it. If I do a preview, I've got it all nicely set there for people to look over. It's got good information. If I want, I can send myself a copy, send test message, and it prints out here that your test message is on its way, and then I can do a save and exit. Okay, and there we have it. I just want to add that in, add to the follow-up series. And I'm going to put that a couple of days later, add that one in. There we have it. That should be number 35. So I'm really gaining some ground here. Okay, I'm running a bit over. I think you get the hang of that. Now, the thing I wanted to mention that is extremely important is for the follow-up sharing. And if you don't know about this, I'm sure a lot of the advanced marketers probably know this piece well, but the follow-up sharing can work either way. You see me? It can work either way. You can give this to your affiliates, your team, so that they can actually have all they have to do is enter a number, and then now if I have 100 emails in there for the list for the follow-up series, you can give them a number, and all they have to do is enter the number, and then they will have that follow-up series automatically placed within Aweber. So kind of an important concept, time-saving concept for your affiliates. I don't want to say you could sell it, although it would probably be worth significant money because of the time and effort that you place into a follow-up series. But basically, use it for um, your affiliates. Give them the number, give them a chance to use the follow-up series. But okay, so I click this here and it turns green and you get a follow-up number. And if they paste that follow-up number into their list, they will wind up with all of the follow-up series. So fantastic uh, tool here. Um, Another thing that is important, you can load a predefined follow-up series. So for example, um, if you go into this would have to be a pretty significant marketer where you would get a number for his or her um, predefined follow-up series. But you would do the opposite. You would get that number and fill it in here, and that would auto-populate the AWeber with the follow-up series. So very important and interesting piece of the AWeber platform, I think. Um, okay, so I think I covered what I needed to cover for today. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just go in and we'll do a sign up form for people and go through the entire procedure. Otherwise, it just gets to be a bit long here. Okay, so with that, I'm going to call it a day, friend. Cassady with Cassady Online LLC. Wishing you a great day. Have a great day.